Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. From today we are going to learn C programming. So in our first video I'm going to show you how you can run C program in your PC. So to run a C program you need multiple things. At first you need a code editor. So for this tutorial I'm going to use Visual Studio Code, so I will download it. Okay, Visual Studio Code, you can just go to the Visual Studio Code and you can go to the download and go for the Windows or your operating system, according to your operating system. Okay, so for me Windows, and I have to click on the download and it will be actually start downloading. Here you can see, and I already downloaded it. Okay, and I already installed it. Here you can see Visual Studio Code, so I will open it. And here you can see this is the interface, and what you have to do, you have to create a folder for your C file. So here you can see open folder. I'm going to open a folder, and I'm going to go to the this browse driver. You can actually go to the any drive, or maybe you can go to the desktop, where actually you want to save the file, right? Folder. So here I'm going to create a new folder. Let's name it C files. C files. Okay, and I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to go to the inside and then edit, and now you can see I have added this C files folder in our Visual Studio Code. Now I need to add some extension, so go to the extension here and go for code runner, and here you can see code runner, the first one. You just have to install it, trust publisher. Okay, and make sure to check the auto update here. Okay, so you can see I have already installed it, and now go for the next extension, that is called C++. You just have to write like this, and you can see we have two option here. So just go for the second one. You can see C++, not this one, C or C/C++ extension pack. Okay, this one, and check the installing. Click for the installation. Okay, you can see now we have installed it successfully. So our extension installation done. Now go for the Explorer. Okay, and to run a C file you need a compiler. So we just have to download MinGW compiler. Okay, to run code. So here you can see MinGW. You just go to the MinGW and then go for the download. Click on the download, and you can see it will start download after countdown, and here it is. So we just have to install it. Double click on it, or maybe you can single click on it, and then click on the installation and select the drive. For me, C drive. So continue. So you can see now complete. Now go for the continue, and we are in the MinGW installation manager, and from here we just have to download we just have to check just basic MinGW installation. So we just have to mark for installation this one, okay, these two. So just go for installation and apply changes, apply. Okay, everything is done. Now close it, and we just have to go to the file manager, and here I have installed it in C drive. So I'll go to the C drive, and here you can see MinGW, right? Go for the bin and just copy the path, Control C, or just copy it, and go for the search option, and here type environment, and you will find it, edit system environment. So just click on it and go for the environment variables here, and then go for the path. Here you can see path, and double click on it, or edit, click on the edit. Okay, and click here new, and just paste here the path. Okay, and that's it. Now click on OK, and then final. Okay, done. Now we can actually run it. So go here, and now we just have to some settings, few more settings. Okay, and we just have to go here. So we just have to go here and just go to the preference settings, then go for code runner. Okay, search here code runner, and okay, this one, code runner, run in the terminal. Okay, just check this one. Why? Because actually want to run the code in the terminal. Okay, so we need the terminal. So if you don't check it, it will not actually show in the terminal. So to run a code in the terminal, you just have to check it. Okay, that's it. Now everything is done. Now we just have to restart the Visual Studio Code, and everything is done. Now actually we can create C file and then we can run the C program. Okay, so from our next video we will actually start running C program or C code. Okay, so in the next video, till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. From today we are going to learn C program. Here I'm going to create first C file, and to create a C file you just have to give a name. Let's say hello world, and then you have to give a give an extension, right? So to give an extension you have to use a dollar sign, then which program actually you want to run, C. So you have to give your C. So this is the C file, and here I'm going to write at first hash include, and then stdio.h. So why this stdio.h? Please update your include path. So I'm getting the error because of I have missed install something. So let's go to the mgw installation here and basic setup, and you just have to mark for the installation the first one also. You have to install these three things: mingw developer tool, then mingw32 base, and then mingw32 gcc g++. Okay, these three items. All right, it's done. Now close it and close it also, and now let's check if it is working perfectly or not. Still we have problem. Why? Oops. stdio.h, bro. So this is the mistake. Okay, so include stdio.h. so why this include stdio.h? So this is the header file, okay, for a C program. And why we have to add it? Because we need to sometimes execute the functions. Okay, so we have a lot of functions and we need to execute all of them. Maybe printf, scanf. Okay, so we'll actually discuss everything, no worry. And that is the reason actually why we have to include the stdio.h. Here you can see I will say integer main. So the main is also a function, and here the main is the main function for all of them. Actually we want to show inside in the file. Okay, so integer main. Now let's say I want to print f. All right, and I'm going to say here that okay, printf I'll say hello world. Now let's execute it, and to execute this code you just have to go to the right side top corner. Okay, right top corner, and here you can see run code, or you can go for the keyboard shortcut control plus alter plus n, control plus alter plus n. Okay, and here you can see now we are in terminal because we actually select that we actually want to run this code on the terminal, right? Okay, so here is the output, hello world. So now it's working perfectly. So that's it. This is the C program. So you have learned everything. Not yet, actually. We have to learn, a lot more. So yeah, keep watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to write comment on C program. Let's say I want to write here one more printf. For the output, I will say hello. Okay, I will say this is comment. Now if I execute it, you can see it's showing this is comment and hello world. Okay, so let's say I don't want to show this, I want to comment out it. So what I have to do, I just have to give a double slash. Okay, now it becomes comment. If I execute it, no problem actually. So now you can see I just have to give here space. Okay, so yeah, this is now comment. Here you can see we are showing here only hello world. Okay, now if I run it once again, you can see we are fetching only, we are showing only hello world. The output is on output, the output is only hello world. Okay, because now this output is comment out. Okay, this is the way actually you can comment out anything in C program. That's it. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In our last video we have learned how to comment out something in C. Now in this video I'm going to talk about C variable. So if I paste it, you can see every single variable start with a type. You have to give a type and then a variable name and equal to value. So let's follow this structure. Okay, so let me just make out comment it out. So here we just comment it out, and now So the first one is type. So we know for the integer we have to write integer, for the float we have to write float. So the float basically takes float value like 5.5 or something like this. And for character we have to say charp. Okay, for double we have to say double. Okay, so we have bunch of different types. Okay, so first of all we have to mention the type and then variable name. Let's say you'll say number, a variable, and the value, let's say 10. And now I want to show this value here. Now let's print it. So to print, so what we have to do here, we just have to say hello, your number is, you just have to say here %d, then comma, then we just have to mention the variable, that is number. All right, now let's, okay, I just have to say here clear, and now execute it, and you can see your number is 10. And let's say I want to go to the new line. So for the new line we just have to say here \n. Okay, execute it, and now you can see it's maybe here, right? Yeah, here. So I forgot actually, sorry. So we just have to give here \n, and here you can see the result. So I'm going to, oops, not here, I'm going to clear the terminal. So I will say clear, and here is the output. So if I execute it, and now you can see your number is 10. Okay, so yeah, you can actually declare the variable at first, let's say number, and then you can actually I'm going to say here number 2, let's say number 1. Okay, and I'm going to say now number 1 is equal to, let's say 20. So this is another way actually. First of all, you can actually declare multiple values. Okay, no problem, you can actually declare here multiple variables, number 1, and then you just have to remove it, and let's say now you can execute it like this. Okay, so you have said number, you have said value. So this is the initial way you can actually declare a value, variable. Okay, either you can do what you can actually declare the type and then variable name. After that you can actually set the value. Okay, and how to print it or how to show the output, you just have to give here let's say I don't need the text, so you just have to give here \n. Why? Because for the new line you have to give here n. Let's say you don't need anything, you just want to show it in the new line. So you don't want to show it in the new line. So to print the output or show the output, you just have to give a % and d for the integer, and then our variable, so number, and I'm going to say here number 1 also. Now let's execute it, and here you can see we have 10. What is the problem? Why it's showing only 10? Because we have given here only %d. Now let's go here \n, not slash, it will be backslash. Okay, \n, and then I'm going to add one more %d. Now let's execute it, and here you can see 10, 20. So I'm giving here space, that is the reason actually it taking space here. Now execute it once again, and here you can see the output. So let me just clear it once again and run it. So we know Ctrl+Alt+N. Yeah, now you can see the first number is 10 actually we are fetching here, and I'm showing here, and the second number is 20. Okay, so this is how you can actually declare variable. You can actually declare any variable, any type. Okay, bunch of different type we have: integer, float, number, double, okay, etc. So yeah, we have character also. So you can actually declare the type and then variable and then value. Okay, I hope you understand. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about constant in C. What is constant? So we have data type, and yeah, when you write constant you have to mention the data type. Then why we need constant? So constant basically need for let's say you want to set a value and you don't want to change the value, that actually need the constant. So you just have to write like this. So at first actually you have to say include then header file stdio.h, and then integer int main. Okay, and you will say return 0. So you have to write const. Okay, and then type, then variable name, let's say number, and you have to give a value, let's say 10. Okay, now if I say here that okay, number value, now let's say 12. Now let's say I want to print the number, so here you can see we are getting error. Let's say I want to print f, I want to show the output, so go here and say like this, okay, and that percent d, and I want to print the number, so I will say number. And if I run the code, now you can see the result is here, but let's say I want to change it to number, let's say 12. And now if I execute it, and here you can see the error. One more thing, and that is let's say you want to declare the variable at first and then you set the value. So this is also error, because when you use constant you have to give the value, otherwise you will get an error. Okay, so these are actually, you can use constant when you need a value and you don't want to change the value. Okay, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about arithmetic operators in C. Here you can see the first one is addition, so this is for the addition, let's say x plus y, and this is the subtraction, and this is the multiplication, division. This is called modulus, the division remainder. Let's say you want to divide in 5, okay, 5 by 2, so it will actually show you the result of 1. Why? Because when you going to divide 5 by 2, and you have to multiply 2 is to 2, and then it will be 4, then 5 minus 4 is going to be 1, and this 1 is the output of this modulus. Okay, that's it. And then increment, let's say you have something value 1, let's say, and when you go for the double plus plus, it will actually make your the value is equal to the value plus 1. Let's say you have a 10 and you use 10 plus plus, so it will be 11. Okay, and let's say you have 12 and you use let's say you have a value of x equal to 12, and then if you use plus plus, x plus plus, and then your value is going to be 12 plus 1. So plus plus means it will be incremented by 1. Okay, that's it. And decrement is same like increment, just you have to reduce by 1. Okay, so that's it. And now let's do it. I'm going to say I want to comment out it, so I will say like this. All right, now let's go here and I will write stdio.h, the header file, because I want to access all the functions. So yeah, I will say here int main, and I'm going to say return 0. At first, let's say I want to do the arithmetic operation, that is the addition. Okay, so let's say the x equal to, let's say 10, and I want to say y is equal to 11. And now I want to oh sorry, I have to mention the type int x and then here y. Okay, so these two value actually type is integer. Okay, so now let's say I want to say here int result, I want to say here x plus y, let's say x plus y, and I want to printf, printf, and here I'm going to say like this, %d comma result. Now execute it, and here you can see the addition result. Now let's go for the subtraction. Same, I just have to say here minus, let's say, and it will show you -1, because the y value is bigger than x, right? So you can actually change it y minus x, and now it will show 1. So this is the subtraction. Now let's go for multiplication. I will say x to y, and it will show me 110. And now let's say I want to say here x plus plus, and if I show the result x, you can see it's 11. Why? Because the x value was 10, and when I increment it and then I print it, then actually you can see the value is 11, right? And let's say y minus minus, and I want to print the y, you can see 10 because now it's decremented by 1. Okay, that's it. So these are arithmetic operators. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about how you can take input from the user in C. So at first I'm going to say include stdio.h. Here I have to give hash. Then I will say int main. Here I'm going to take input. So let's say I want to initialize some value, variable. So integer x and y. Let's say printf. I'll say enter your enter x value. Okay, we'll say \n, and here I'm going to say scanf. So scanf is the function we used to actually get input from the user. Okay, so here you have to say let's say we want to integer value because the type is integer, right? So %d comma, just you have to mention and sign and then the variable. So we are addressing the variable x, so it will actually wait for the input. Now let me just copy it once again, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to say that enter y value. I'm going to say here y, and now let's go for the final output. I will say printf the result of x and y is, we'll say %d space %d, we'll say x and y. That's it. Now let's execute it, and here you can see enter x value. So let's enter here, oops, not here really, here 2, press enter. Then we have to give here y value 3, and here you can see the result of x and y is 2, 3. Okay, so this is how actually you can take input in C from the user. Okay, just you have to use scanf. To show output you have to use printf. To get input you have to say, or you have to use the function called scanf. Let's say we have float value. Let's say float let's say p and q. Okay, I want to copy it once again, and this one will be f because this is float, right? So we have to use %f, and here I'm going to say p, and I'm going to copy it once again, and I'm going to paste here, and I'm going to say q, and I'm going to copy the final output once again, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to say that p and q, the result of p and q are %d, so this will be %f and %f. This one will be p and this one will be q. All right, now let's go enter value. So let's say 100, y value let's say 2000, enter y value y. Okay, so we have to change here, right? Yeah, we'll change it, no problem. So enter p value. Okay, so giving here 4.5, then enter q value, let's say 7.8, and here you can see the result of x and y are 100 and 2000, and the result of p and q are 4.5 and 7.8. all right, so this is how you can actually show output and get input. Okay, to get input is scanf, to show output printf. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about math.h library. Let me go to the code editor first, and here you can see, if I open a file .c file, here you can see that let me just clear it from here. Okay, so here you can see we have hash include stdio.h library function. library. Okay, so by using this library we can actually access these functions. Okay, scanf, printf, and so many. So math.h is kind of library. By using this library math.h we can actually access some functions. The functions are here, you can see, and we have a bunch of different function available here, right? So we can actually access all the functions by using math.h library. Okay, we have square, we have let's say sometimes we need to find the square of, let's say, 4. Let's say I want to find the 4 square. So 4 square value is 16, right? So how to find it? That time actually we have to use a function, and to add to access those function you have to use math.h library. Here you can see if I remove this there will be error, and here you can see note hash include stdio.h. So we have to use it. Okay, for this function to access the function you have to use the library stdio.h. It's like this. We have math.h and we have to use math.h if you want to access math functions. Okay, so here you can see I have created mathfn.c, and let's say here at first I'm going to say include stdio.h. Here I'm going to say to the main return 0. Now let's say I want to know the power, so I can use here, let's say printf. So I'm going to say here %f, because power will actually return me the float value or double value. Okay, so here I'm going to use the power function like this, and let's say the first value, let's say 3.0, and the second parameter will be, let's say, 9.0. So now if I execute it, here you can see include math.h. So it's saying that, okay, if you want to use this function you have to use math.h library. So we have to use include math.h. Now let me clear from here at first. Now you can execute it, and here you can see the output. So we have a bunch of different function for this. Let's say I want to find the square root. So here I'm going to say %b. Okay, and I'm going to say here that sqrt, square root of, let's say, 9. The square root of 9 will be 3. If I execute it here, you can see, give here %f. Okay, and now you can see 3. So this is how you can use math functions. You just have to include math library. Okay, that's it. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about if and else. So let's create a file, new file, and I will say condition.c. If it's kind of condition, if it is true, then we will actually enter a block, otherwise we will do something else. Okay, so if else, these are conditions. So here let's say I want to at first include the header file stdio.h, and I'm going to say int main return 0. Let's remove it. All right, and here I'm going to say, let's say integer is, let's say 1. Okay, so I'm going to check that if is smaller than 1. So I will say that printf you are a newborn if age is greater than, let's say, 12. Actually I'm going to say here 18. Let's say I'll say printf you are adult. I'm going to say here 18. Let's say, okay, 18, let's say 19. Okay, now I'm going to say here 19, and here you can see you are an adult. And if I say here, let's say 0, if I execute it, now you can see you are a newborn. Let's say you have multiple conditions, so you can use if multiple times, and at last you can use else. Okay, Now in the else, I'm going to say that printf, here I'm going to say you haven't been born yet. Now let's execute it, and you can see you are a newborn and you haven't been born yet. Why? Because the age is 0. Now let's give it -1, and here you can see you haven't born yet. So actually I'm going to clear the output at first, and now if I execute it, now you can see it will check if age is equal to 0. It's not correct, right? So it will not enter in this block. Go to the next statement, and if it is checked that the age is greater than 18 or not, so age is -1, so it's not true, so it will not enter here, and then it will go to the else and it will print it. So here you can see the result, you haven't been born yet. All right, let's say the 60, so you are adult. So actually for the 60 we can actually do something else. So this is how actually if else work. I hope you understand. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll talk about switch case. So switch case kind of if else, but in a different way. Let's say here we have a break statement. In our previous code you can see that it will actually execute every single line, right? Here let's say it will check this one. If it's not true, then it will go to the next line and then next line, and if it is true also, although it is true, it will actually enter here and it will execute the rest of the line also. But when we use switch case, and that time actually we have a process, or what can I say, so we have the way to break the line. Let's say break. So if we use break in switch case, if the option is fulfilled, then it will actually break here, and then it will not count rest of them. So this is the main difference. Okay, otherwise everything is same. So yeah, now let's go for it, and we will do an example, and then it will be clear for us. Okay, so let's go, and we will say switch case dot c. Okay, now first of, okay, let me just copy everything, so it will take too much time. Paste it. I'm just going to remove all of them. Okay. Now you can see age is 60. So what can I do here? I can actually give here switch, and in the expression we just have to mention the variable, that is age, and in the case we'll say, let's say 20 here. Let me just write here one more case, and here let's say I have the 60, this value. Okay, value is, I can actually copy from the previous one, right? Okay, now let's go here, condition C, and I'm going to copy the printf. So here I'm going to say you are adult. Here you can see we have set here case, and what it will do, it will actually go for the switch option here, and it will check age, and it will find the age as 18. So here the age value is 18. All right, now it will check case 1. So it will check case 1, and it will check that okay, the case 1 it's not as same the value, right, the age. So it will actually go the next case. Okay, it will go here and check, then it will find that okay, this case is 18. So it will enter here and it will say that you are adult. Okay, so now let's run the code, and here you can see you are adult. Let's say my value is, let's say 60, and here you can see there is no such a case like this which will actually contain this value. So it will actually go to the default process. Okay, I mean the default one, then it will break the code here. Okay, if I go here you can see nothing, so it will break the code here. Okay, so this is the switch case, and it's like if else, and you know the difference, right? Okay, so thank you so much. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about while loop. So what is loop? So loop is basically a statement, I mean the repeating process of a statement. So I have an image here, you can see. First of all, initialization. Let's say you have a variable and you have to initialize the variable. In C we know that variable has a type, right? Integer, boolean, float, any type. Okay, char or character. Okay, so you have to initialize the variable, let's say integer a, and then condition. So we have to give a condition, and if the condition is true, okay, then it will go to the statement, and then it will increment it, and then again it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then once again it will go for the statement. So you can see it's a process of continuing the statement, right, until it becomes false. When it false, you can see it will actually break the code. All right, so this is the diagram. Now let's go for the code so that you can understand well. Here hash include std.h header file, and here I'm going to say int main. I'm going to say here return 0 at first. Set here, let's say x, and I want to set here x is equal to, let's say, 1, and I'm going to say a loop. So the while loop, so we have actually different kind of loop, at while loop, for loop, okay, do while. Now in this video we are going to talk about while loop. So here the while loop, so as I mentioned earlier, that a loop will be actually continue a statement until it fulfill the statement, okay, I mean its condition. If the condition is true, then it will actually continue the statement. If the condition is false, then it will break the statement. That's it. Now here you can see we have while loop. Here I'm going to say that this x is smaller than 10. What it will do, it will actually continue this while loop until the x value is less than 10. When the x value will be 10, is more than 10, that time actually the code will break here, okay. So here we have to increment it also, and every single time we'll actually print the value. So I will say printf, I'll say as it is integer, so I have to say here %d, and I'm going to show all the output in a new line, okay. So \n, comma, I want to say x. Now let's execute it, and here you can see we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So if I say here equal to, it will actually show 10 also, okay. When it becomes 11, x plus plus, here the x value will be 11, and then you can see that 11 is not equal to or less than 10, right. So the statement is not true, I mean false. So it will not actually continue the statement, it will break the statement and come here, return 0, and then it will break here. Variable, let's say v1, okay, and here I'm going to say the character will be, let's say, a, okay, and I want to show this character 10 times. So what I have to do, I have to write it, I mean I have to printf it 10 times, right, okay, I have to print it 10 times. But if I use while loop, I can do it within 3 lines of code. How? Okay, let me show you. So I actually want to show it 10 times, so I'm going to say here that is smaller than equal smaller than 11. So it will actually continue 10 times, right, because when the x value is 1, it will show 1a, and then 2a. Okay, let me just show you. I'm going to printf, okay, let's go here, and I'm going to say printf. In character, I mean for the character we need to say here %c, right, okay, and I want to show it new line. So \n, comma, the variable is v1, so it will show 10 times, okay. Now let's go here and execute it. So I'm going to delete it, and let's execute it once again, and here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 times. So we can print a 10 times. So we don't need to write printf 10 times, we can actually write 3 lines of code, then it will actually print let's say 100 times. So we can say here 100. That means while loop or any other loop, for loop, do while loop, whatever you say, any loop will actually helps us to reduce the line of code reduce the time also. All right, so that's it. I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about nested if. So what is nested if? So if condition inside if condition, it's called nested if. Okay, let's say, okay, let me just say here, I'm going to remove this. Okay, now here you can see, if I say here that if age is equal to 1, you are a newborn. Okay, so I'm going to say here like this, and I'm going to cut it from here. I want to paste it here. All right, so copy it once again, paste, paste, paste. Okay, here you can see we have if statement at first. Here we have set the age value, it's a 0, and I'm going to say here that, and I have said here that if condition age is greater than 0, if age is greater than 0, then it will actually enter this clause. Okay, otherwise we'll say, we'll print here that you haven't been born yet. And let's say now I have different condition for the different age. Let's say if the age is I want to say that if the age is equal to, let's say, 1, you are newborn. And I will say if the age is, and if the age is equal to 60, we will say you are an old person. Let's say old body. Let's see if the age is 100, I will say you are a lucky guy. Okay, so here you can see we have if condition inside if. So this is called nested if. Okay, here you can see I have set integer value of the age is 0, and I'm going to say here that, okay, if age is greater than 0, then it will actually enter this clause, and it will check another if condition inside it, and that is if age is equal to 1, if age is smaller than or equal to 10. So now let's go and check, and here you can see you haven't born yet. Why? Because your age is smaller than 1. All right, your age is 0, you have no age, so you haven't actually born yet, right? Okay, now let's say I want to say here, let's say 1, so it will actually show me 2 output, right? Yeah, because here you can see, so I can actually give here 10, let's say. Now go, and now you can see you are a newborn. And if I say here, let's say I'll say here, let's say 11, and here you can see nothing. If I say here 60, you can see you are an old body. So it will actually go, when the age is 60, it will actually check this if statement, and then it will go inside it, because the 60 is greater than 0. So the condition is true, then it will actually enter here, and it will see that, okay, the age is equal to 1, no, 10, no, 60, yes, then it will actually print it. Then it will check the age is equal to 100, no, then it will not print it, and it will actually close it. So that's it. This is called nested if condition inside if condition. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Hello, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to talk about break and continue. This is very important in loop. Okay, so let me paste it from the previous tutorial code, and here you can see I have run a for loop and I'm showing the value from 100 to 1. Let me change it. I'm going to change here smaller than or equal to, let's say 100 here, and I'm going to say here I plus plus. All right, so let's go and check the result, and here you can see 1 to 100. Let's say I wouldn't want to show let's say 7. I don't want to show 7, so here I'm going to give here statement that if I is equal to 7, here I'm going to say continue. Let me show you what happened, then we will talk about it. And here you can see everything is printed, right? We can see the output from 1 to 100 except 7. So 7 is gone, and this is the reason because of continue. So I'm saying here that okay, I have a statement, and there is I'm going to say that okay, if the I value is equal to 7, please continue. So what it will do, it will continue the loop once again. It will not come here in the next line. Okay, it will break the line here. I mean, not break, actually it will continue to the loop. So the I value is 7 and 7 will be not printed, and then it will go here and it will check that okay, I value is now will be 8, I plus plus, so the value will be 8, and then printf, then it will actually show 8. So the 7 will be not shown here. So now let's say 1 to show from 1 to 7 only. If I say here break, you can see that it will actually show only from 1 to 6. If I execute, and here you can see 1 to 6. All right, let me just cut it and rerun it, and here you can see 1 to 6. So what is the break? When I say that I is equal to 7, the break statement will break the loop here, so it will actually go outside the loop. So the print f for the I is equal to 7 will not be print because of the break, and it will go outside and it will find here nothing, and then it will find here return 0. Okay, the code is done. Then it will actually show the output, and that is from 1 to 6. So this is the main difference between break and continue. And let's say you want to break out the loop in a certain condition, then actually you can use break. And let's say you don't want to show something in a certain condition, then you can actually use continue. Okay, I hope you understand. Thanks for watching. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to talk about logical operator. So we have 3 logical operator, and one is, let me show you, this is called AND, this is called OR, and this is called NOT. So we have these 3 logical operator, and now let me show you example. Here you can see I have set I have declared variable right here, integer x and y, and then I have set x and y value 10, and I have set here a condition that if x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, then it will show subscribe webtech knowledge. Now let's run it, and here you can see the result, subscribe webtech knowledge, because this condition actually fulfilled, right? So here you can see that we have we have this n%, right? So when I say one and, okay, when I say one and, it will actually address a variable, okay? But when I say two and, then it will actually work as logical operator, okay? So keep it in mind, you have to give her double and okay, this two and actually work as logical operator. So it's a logical operator, so it will actually check the logic. Okay, x is greater than 0, yes, because x value is 10, and y is greater than 0, yes. So it will actually enter here and print it. Now let's say I want to say here that if x is greater than 0 or y is greater than 0, let's say I will say y is smaller than 0, and here you can see that If I now run again, here you can see subscribe webtech knowledge. Oh wow. But you can see y is not smaller than 0, right? Because 10 is not smaller than 0. Then why it fulfill the condition? Because when you talk about or, it means if any logic actually become true, let's say the left one or the right one, if any one is the true, then it will actually go here. So or means, let's say we have A or B. So this, it means either A or B. If any one is true, then it will execute the statement. But when you use A and B, it means the A value and B value should be same because of this AND operator, because this AND means the both condition need to be fulfilled. Okay, and here if I say AND, what will happen? You can see it will not print anything, and here is the result, nothing. Okay, because it will check both operator, I mean both condition, that both condition is right, I mean fulfill or not. So it says that okay, x is greater than 0, yes, 10 is greater than 0, and y is smaller than 0, no. So here you can see it's not fulfill the statement. And as I mentioned that, and it means both of them need to be true. But when I use or, so it will actually say that okay, either x or y. If any of the item is true, then it will actually fulfill. So this is the difference between and or. Okay, and now we have not. So let's go here and check that. I will say okay, let me just go here, and I'm going to say if x is not equal to y, then show it. All right, now let's run it, and here you can see nothing. If I delete it and if I go here once again, you can see there is nothing. Why? Because x is equal to y, right? Because x value and y value are same. But here the condition is x is not equal to y, so it will actually not enter here and it will not show the output. But if I say here x is equal to y, so this double equal is basically compare the value. But if you use here single equal sign, and then it will actually assign, it will work as assign. And here you can see we have assigned the value, right? X value and y value. And this is also equal sign, this, but this double equal sign will actually compare the value, not assign. Okay, it will not assign, but it will compare. So here you can see x is equal to y, x value is equal to y, yes, because x value is 10 and y value is 10. Now it will actually print the output. And here you can see subscribe webtech knowledge. So that's it. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In the video we are going to talk about functions. So here you can see I have created a .c file, functions.c, and here I have added the library function, the library stdio.h, and then I can access the main function. Okay, and now let's say I want to create one more function. Okay, so how actually we can do this? So we just have to give here a type. We can give here any type, integer, any type, but let's say it will not actually return anything. To use here void, because void, when you use type void, it means it will not return anything. Okay, then we have to give here a name, function name, like it. Here you can see we have a name here. So let's say I want to set here a name that webtech, and here I'm going to give the opening and ending parentheses. Okay, first parenthesis and then curly braces. All right, inside it we will write printf, let's say, because it will not actually return anything. So we are going to actually say here that subscribe webtech knowledge. And now if I run it, you can see there is nothing. Why? Because we haven't actually accessed it, right? So to access the function, we have to go to the main function, and here we just have to mention the name of the function, and then like this. Okay, so we have to do this and now execute it, and here you can see we have, can use it at the top. Okay, so here you can see when I say void webtech at the top, and then actually I can access the webtech, right? And here you can see subscribe webtech knowledge. And now let's say want to say here one more function, and that is, let me just go here at the top and I'll say here int let's say addition. Okay, addition, and here I'm going to say that okay, printf, actually I'm going to say here that int x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, and I'm going to say here int sum is equal to x plus y, return sum. Now go here at the addition, and here I'm going to say printf. I'm going to print the variable, so it's integer type. So yeah, here I'm going to say %d, and I'm going to use here comma, then the function for the addition, there is addition method. Okay, so addition actually will return something integer, and now let's run it, and here you can see nothing. Yeah, 30. Now actually I can say here, let's say \n, now it will actually go to the new line, and here you can see okay, what is the problem? Printf %b, and here I'm going to say -n. Okay, we'll go to the new line, and here you can see we have subscribe webtag also. All right, because of this function, and we have int addition function, and here you can see I have written sum, so it will actually print the value. Here you can see 30, and if I change the value here, let's say 40, and it will be 60. Okay, let me just clear it, and if I run it, you can see this is 60. The value is 60 now, right? 40 plus 20. So this is actually, you can write function and access it in the main function. Okay, and now let's say I don't want to use I actually want to I actually don't want to use it here. Okay, and I'm going to say here that okay, I want int x, okay, as the parameter. Now here you can see we have addition, right? So we can actually pass two parameter from here, and that is, let's say 30 and then comma 60, so the value will be 90, right? Okay, now let's execute it, and here you can see the value is 19. So we can actually change from here, right? Let's say 70 plus 60, so it will be 130, right? So this is 130. So yeah, this is how you can actually pass the parameter also. So these are actually function, right? I hope you understand. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello and welcome back to another video. In the video we are going to talk about arrays. So let me create a new file, array.c, and here I'm going to say hash include stdio.h, oops, not this, stdio.h, and here I'm going to say int main, no more pain, return 0. So what is array? So array is a collection of data. Let's say I have 5 data, 1 2 3 4 5, and I can if I need to initialize them, I need 5 variables, right? But in array, within one variable you can actually store 5 values. Okay, let me say you int a is equal to, let's say 1, int b 2, int c value is 3, let's say, int 4 value is 5, let's say, and oops, int 4 5, int d, okay, int let's say e value is 5, okay, d is 4. Okay, so what happened here, you can see I have to initialize 5 variables, right, with type, but I can actually with the help of array I can write I can store all the value in a single variable. How? Let me show you. Let's say I have a variable a, and I can actually give this parenthesis, third parenthesis or third bracket, whatever you say, is equal to, I will say, and here I just have to mention all the values. So with using curly braces, opening and ending curly braces, and then after these 1 2 3 4 5. So you can see I don't need all the variables. I can actually use only one variable, and I can store all the value. So this is because the variable is actually act as array. Okay, so with the help of array we can actually take multiple values in a single variable. Okay, now let's say I want to print. So in the array, all the elements or all the value, they have index number, and here you can see the value is 1, right? So array index number will be counted from the left side, here. Okay, and the array index will start with 0. Okay, so let me comment out it. I will say array index we start with 0. Okay, and I will say array elements or values count from left side. So now start with 0, so the first one will be 0 index, and the second one will be 1 index, the third one 2, right, and fourth one 3, and fifth one 4. So now through the index number we can actually show the output. I want to actually print f, and as it is integer, so I will have to give here %d. all right, and I can actually show here new line. And now let's say I want to show here that, okay, I want the array a value of index number, let's say 3. So it will actually reply me, or it will actually show the output of this 4. Okay, because I have said here that, okay, I don't want the value 3, I want actually third index. So the first one is 0, second one is 1, third one is 2, and the fourth one is 3. So it will actually show me 4. Okay, around the code. What is the problem? Okay, here you can see the output is 4. All right, and now what can I say here, that let's say I have initialized the array, right? Now I want to change the value, I can change it. Let's say I want to change the third index value, and I want to change it to 10, let's say. So what will happen if I now run it? It will actually show me 10. Okay, you can see 10. So array is actually working with index number. Okay, so the index start from 0. So whatever your value is, it doesn't matter, the index number will be started from 0 and from the left side. Okay, so the first one is 0, second one is 1, this one is 2, this one is 3, and this one is 4, and so on. So I hope you understand, right? Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about string. What is string? Let me just type here strings.c, and here I'm going to say at first I want to include the header file stdio.h and int main, the main function. Oh, what is this? And return 0. Why? Because the type is integer, right? So it should return something. Okay, now what is string? So string is a collection of character. Let's say I want to say here Tanvir, and here you can see T is a single character, A is a single character, N is another single character, right? So everything is single character if you think about it. So the collection of all the character, now it become a string. So to initialize a string, you just have to say character, because it's a collection of characters. So you have to give the data type as character, char, and here you have to mention a variable name, and that is, let's say, name. And I want to set the value. So to set the value as a string, you have to give double quotation, and then let's say any name. So I can say here webtech knowledge. Okay, now if I want to now you can see it takes space also, and multiple characters, right? So if you think about the array, let me go to the array. You can see that we have to use here this parenthesis, right? Third parenthesis. Why? Because of this multiple value. So it's a collection of multiple character, right? So we need to give here the sign also, and that is the only difference, okay, between array and string. So in array you have to declare like same, but in array you can see we have to give here a curly braces. Okay, this is called opening curly braces, and this is called ending curly braces. And here you can see we haven't actually used here any curly braces except double quotation. Okay, so this is now this will now act as a string. So let's say I want to printf. I want to show the output here. I'm going to say %s. Why? I can say here %c, right? But when you say %c, it will actually show you a single character, maybe the first one. Okay, When you say %s, so now it will actually show the whole line. Now run it. Here you can see web technology. Now let's say I want to show only the t. So as it is act as array, right? So we can actually show the single character also, right? So the character, so in the array, the index number will be started from the 0 and from the left side. So w is 0 and this is 1, this is 2, and then here you can see we have a space, right, in between web and tech. So this is also a character. Okay, so this will count as 0, 1, 2, 3, right? 3, and this one is 4. Now let's say I want to show that, okay, I want to show only characters, so I will say here %c, all right, and here I'm going to say name and the index number. The index number, let's say I want to show the 4, so it will actually show t. Now let's go and check, and here you can see the output is t. All right, so if you want to show string, the whole name, you have to use %s, and if you want to show single character, you have to say here c, %c, and then you have to give the index number. But when you use %s, you don't need to give here any index number because you want to show it as string. So you have to mention the data type character at first, char, and then any variable name, and then the value. And why we need to put it this parenthesis, third parenthesis, this is because it will actually work as array also. And let's say I want to find out any index value, then we can actually go through the index number. All right, to find or to show a single character, let me write once again printf. You just have to mention here %c. All right, %c, because character for %c, and then name the variable and then index number, let's say 6, so it will show 4, 5, 6 C. Okay, and here you can see C webtech, and I can actually give here a new line so that you can understand well. And here is the output C and webtech. I hope you understand well, and our C program tutorial is end here. And if you need anything, let me know in the comment section. I will make video on it. But for me, I think these are basics. If you want to learn C from the very basic, I think if you are a beginner, then this video is okay for you. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.